The Flatwoods Monster. On September 12, 1952, several people in Flatwoods, West Virginia reported seeing a strange object streak across the night sky and apparently land near a wooded hill. A group went to investigate and later described encountering a tall figure with a dark, almost featureless body, glowing eyes, and a pointed hood-like shape. One witness said the creature appeared to float rather than walk normally. The group became frightened and quickly left the area. Several witnesses later reported nausea and other symptoms which added to the mystery. The incident became one of America's most famous alleged monster encounters. Skeptics have suggested that the object may have been a meteor and the creature a misidentified owl or other animal viewed under frightening conditions. Even so, the strange combination of witnesses, location, and descriptions has kept the Flatwoods Monster alive in American folklore. The Hopkinsville Goblins. On August 21, 1955, several members of two families near Hopkinsville, Kentucky claimed their house was repeatedly approached by strange creatures. According to their accounts, the beings were small, had oversized heads, long arms, pointed ears, and glowing eyes. The witnesses said the creatures appeared around the house after a bright object had reportedly been seen in the sky. Whenever one of the figures approached the window or doorway, someone inside fired at it. The creature supposedly returned again and again for several hours. Eventually, the frightened group contacted police. Officers investigated but found no physical evidence of unusual beings. The event later became known as the Kelly-Hopkinsville encounter. Some explanations have suggested owls, ordinary wildlife, or an elaborate misunderstanding. Yet, the number of witnesses and their consistency made the story particularly memorable, turning one rural Kentucky night into a lasting monster legend. The Mothman. The Mothman became famous after a series of reports near Point Pleasant, West Virginia, beginning in November 1966. Several people claimed to have seen a large humanoid figure with enormous wings and bright red eyes. Witnesses described the creature moving incredibly quickly, sometimes apparently following cars or flying above them. The sightings continued for months and attracted newspapers, investigators, and curiosity seekers. Then, on December 15, 1967, the Silver Bridge collapsed into the Ohio River, killing 46 people. The tragedy became closely connected with the Mothman legend, even though there is no reliable evidence that the creature caused or predicted the disaster. Some researchers have proposed that witnesses may have mistaken a large bird, such as an owl or crane, for something supernatural. Regardless of the explanation, the combination of frightening sightings and the real catastrophe transformed Mothman into one of America's most recognizable monster stories. The Dover Demon. The Dover Demon was reportedly seen by several teenagers in Dover, Massachusetts over 3 nights in April 1977. The witnesses described a strange creature with a large, almost watermelon-shaped head, glowing orange eyes, long fingers, and a thin body. One teenager claimed to see it crouching on a stone wall, while another reported seeing a similar figure near the road. A drawing made from the descriptions showed an unusual humanoid creature unlike familiar wildlife. Unlike many monster stories, the Dover reports came from young witnesses who were apparently not trying to create a public spectacle. No creature was ever found, photographed, or physically documented. Skeptical explanations have included a misidentified animal, a person wearing something unusual, or a shared interpretation of an ordinary sight. Still, the creature's bizarre appearance has made the Dover Demon one of the strangest reported encounters in American folklore. The Loveland Frogman. The Loveland Frogman is a legendary creature associated with Loveland, Ohio, near the Little Miami River. Reports began attracting attention in the 1950s, with witnesses describing a human-sized creature covered in rough skin and resembling an enormous frog. One of the most famous stories involved a police officer who reportedly saw a strange figure standing beside the road in the early morning hours. Another version claimed that the creature held a wand-like object and appeared to perform some unusual action before disappearing. The story has changed over time, making it difficult to separate the original reports from later additions. No verified evidence of a giant amphibious humanoid has ever been produced. Some explanations suggest an ordinary animal viewed under poor lighting, while others believe the reports were exaggerated. Nevertheless, the Loveland Frogman remains one of the most unusual monster legends connected to an American river community. The Beast of Bray Road. The Beast of Bray Road refers to a series of reports from the late 1980s and early 1990s around Elkhorn, Wisconsin. Drivers and local residents described encountering a large hairy creature walking along roadsides or crossing through fields. Some witnesses said it appeared wolf-like, while others described something more humanoid, standing upright on two legs. The creature was reportedly powerful, fast, and unusually comfortable around rural areas. Local newspaper coverage helped spread the story, and investigators began collecting accounts from people who claimed to have seen it. Skeptics have suggested that ordinary animals, particularly large dogs, coyotes, or bears, may have been responsible for some sightings. Human perception can also change dramatically when a person encounters something unexpected at night. Despite these explanations, the Beast of Bray Road remains one of the best-known modern American werewolf legends.